9 in 34 minutes. So after that mixed doubles, we return to women's singles. And the next match we'll have will be the defending champion, the number 4 seed, Ratchanok Intanon from Thailand, up against the young Spaniard, Beatriz Corrales. And then we return once again to the mixed doubles, and Koling and Rutte Yul of Denmark up against the number 2 seeds, Juchen and Ma Jin. So the 2 women in that mixed doubles are former world champions. That should be a good encounter. Well, 12 months ago, the player who's about to emerge onto court caused an absolute sensation. Ratchanok Intanon, as an 18-year-old, became the world senior champion, having won 3 world junior titles. In fact, when she won the world senior championship in Guangzhou 12 months ago, she was still eligible for the junior world championships. That quite simply is staggering. And it was wonderful for badminton. The fact that so many people had assumed it was going to be one of the 3 Chinese players who would take the gold medal. The fact that Ratchanok Intanon beat the Olympic champion in the final of those World Championships 12 months ago. It really was a sensation, Morten.
It was, and as you said, so good for the game. I couldn't agree with you more. The more nationalities, the better. No one should be allowed to dominate it. China has done it for years and years, but especially in the women's singles now. Yeah. I think there's a very nice fight.
I'm trying to think back to the women's singles quarter-final lineup 12 months ago, and we will check this out, but we've got problems with the internet where we are at the moment. I think it was either 7 out of the 8 quarter-finalists from 7 different countries. Or was it 8 out of 8?
Then it's fantastic.
Yeah, there was some staggering statistic like that, but we will check that out. I know that on the podium it was 3 different flags flying. Well, the national anthem of Thailand was played, because this lady, Ratchanok Intanon, is still only 19 years of age, became the youngest ever women's singles world champion. She wasn't the youngest ever world champion. That accolade belongs to Jang Ayok, who won the women's doubles in 1995 with Gil Young Ah. She was 18 years, 3 months and 19 days. Ratchanok Intanon was 18 years, 6 months. So 3 months older.
That's a huge difference. Absolutely huge.
Well, her ranking has dropped, Ratchanok Intanon, since all the drama of last year's World Championships. She did spend a total of 16 weeks as world number 2 after winning the world title, but as you can see is now down to number 6. 8 tournaments this year. She's been in 2 finals, the Korean Super Series and also the Indonesian Super Series as well. Pulled out of a couple of events as well, Swiss and India Super Series. So here is Beatriz Corrales, 21 years of age, from Madrid. Silver medalist in the 2011 European Junior Championships, which were staged in Finland. First ever all Spanish.
It was.
Women's singles junior event. Yes, lost out to Carolina Marin, who is now the European champion. Won her gold medal in Kazan. So here our umpire is Devraj Gunadre of Indonesia. Pili Ulete of Indonesia, our service judge.
Yeah, Spain, they were making history in that European Junior Championship.
Beatriz Corrales, Spain. Ratchanok Intanon serve, logo, play.
So the number 4 seed, Ratchanok Intanon, starts the defence of her world title. This her first match, although it's the second round. She had a bye in the first round by virtue of her seeded position. And I can tell you that this lady, Corrales, from Spain, well, she is also playing her first match because she was due to play against Busanan Hongbangorangpan from Thailand, but the young Thailand player picked up an injury at the Nanjing Youth Olympic Games and therefore has been unable to make the journey here to Denmark, and therefore Corrales was given a walkover in the first round. Well, for Corrales, she's enjoyed success this year. More than she retained her French international title. So I do like the way that developing players learn on some of the lower grade tournaments to learn how to win titles. It's not just about learning from the elite players.
No, it's also putting yourself out there, because obviously you have more expectations if you play lower tier tournaments of yourself. And I saw her playing the US Open as well, and I like what she's saying. You know, she's putting herself out there and really playing, learning the ropes. And I really think that Spain made beautiful history when they got to that final of the European Junior Championships in Finland. And I was there watching it, and they played a very, very good match. And then to see them, how they continue on the world circuit now as seniors, and I think they've done well. They have done really well. When you say, oh, it can never be done because Spain is not one of the big badminton nations and all that. Spain is a good badminton nation, but they're even better with these two girls. They're doing so well. I'm impressed.
I should remember, of course, Spain has hosted 2 world championships.
They have, in Seville and in Madrid.
That's right, 2001 and 2006, if I remember correctly. Well, the court is going to need to be mopped of the perspiration. The dive there. Really athletic play from Corrales. And it's interesting, I spoke to her actually when we were on the Super Series tour at the beginning of the year. And I was asking her about if she saw it as a problem. All the talk was about Carolina Marin from Spanish badminton, and she was saying, no, my ambition is not to be better than Marin. My ambition is quite clear. I want to be a top 16 player. I want to develop my game. It doesn't matter what Marin is doing. I'm focusing on myself. And I thought, what a mature attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good fighter. We already seen her down on the floor once, and we will see it more times, I'm sure, during this match. She's a good fighter. She never gives up. That's nice.
And I guess Corrales is the sort of character that will see this match not as a bad draw, but as a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, for her, whether she wins the first, loses the first match, the second match, or the third match, that's not what it is. It's to play these players, having that opportunity. She would hate it a lot more to having lost to someone.
Jill Clark.
No, but someone in her
yes.
own group, so
yes.
to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, if you lose against the defending champion, that's certainly no shame, is it? But
no, and it gives her an awesome opportunity to play.
Yeah, and to show the world her skills and what potential she's got.
I remember when I was her age and played myself, and I played some of the very big names in the sports, and I thought, okay, you know, go in there, give it a go.
Yeah.
Not really thinking about whether I would win tournaments and so on. It was more, you know, now I have this match in front of me, try to win it.
Yeah.
Just maybe a little bit younger.
Wasn't really behind the shuttle, going for that winning smash. Now, since winning the world title in Guangzhou 12 months ago, this young lady, this teenager, that in fact was the last title that she's won. And it has occurred to me on several occasions, Morten, when I've watched her play in various tournaments around the world, whether Ratchanok Intanon has struggled a little bit with the burden of expectation. There was huge celebration back in her home country with her victory, and royalty were inviting her, and, you know, huge media attention as well. And all of a sudden, the enormity perhaps of what she had achieved and that burden of expectation now to win everything that she had played up until that point, getting to the final of last year's All England Championships, losing out to the Dane Tina Bown, who's since retired. You know, she was always playing in a way as the underdog, and since the world title, things have changed dramatically for her.
Yes, they have, but I think the expectations they're probably a little bit too high. When it comes from us, when it comes from possibly herself. You know, obviously winning the world title is absolutely awesome to do that. But you know, what would have been a normal sequence would have been to win sort of the lower ones first, and then some of the bigger ones, and then eventually win the world title. And so she's done it the other way around.
Yeah.
And I think she's still in a process of learning the ropes of playing the big matches.
Yeah, I concur. Wide. She is an absolutely delightful player to watch, though, isn't she? Intanon, her movement, her stroke production, smooth movement, delightful hitting action.
In a way, I actually thought when we were watching her playing the final of the Indonesian Open in June, I thought she had a good chance, but she simply just had worked too hard to get to the final. But she played a very, very good tournament in Indonesia.
Yeah. Lost in the final to the player she beat in the last World Championship final, the Olympic champion, Li Shuai.
Did it go to 3?
No, it didn't.
It didn't go to 3. Okay, but it was a good match. But the semi-final she played was an awesome. It was a long match as well.
Against the number 2 seed Wang Shixian.
That's the one.
Yeah. And that was 3 games.
Yes. I think Corrales is doing well here. She's hanging in 8-10. I think she's making her presence felt. She's really fighting tooth and nail. Well left.
shot there from Corrales. Takes us to the mid-game interval, but it is only a 2-point advantage for Ratchanok Intanon. And she's been made to work much harder for this than perhaps she would have expected. And all credits to Corrales for making it so tough. So the defending champion, just 2-point advantage here in the opening game. And defence nice title. And I do think, I know you've just said nice, there was more urgency there. Did you not think in her movement to get back in court?
She was quicker.
Yep.
And added more pace and power into it as well.
Yeah, great defence from the Spaniard.
Did you see that? Did you see that? It's a beautiful thing. Look at what's happening now. Look at what's happening now. Now. She's picking up the shot, not waiting for her opponent to do it and all that. Nice. Good to see. She's standing just next to it, and how often do we see people turn their back to it and then just walk away?
Yeah. It's a couple of times she's tried that forehand cross-court net shot. Defending champion, and it's a couple of times it hasn't worked.
Service over, 30-11.
Oh, that's a good smash, isn't it? Straight down the line. Yeah. Vicious slice there from Corrales. You've got to question the lack of movement of feet. That was just sort of really stretching towards the shuttle. Well, there's another forehand cross-court net shot.
She likes to play that shot, but
yeah,
it's not working very well. I actually like to pick up on what she says, that she was just stretching on that defensive shot.
Yeah.
You're so right. And that's one of the things, you know, we as coaches go in and teach, that you actually have to activate that opposite leg, because you've got to push off towards that direction where you want to go. But she was simply just lunging out, not pushing off with that opposite leg. And that's what, you know, when I'm in there teaching my players and all the defense and all that, that they have to be so active on their feet and obviously having to use the strength of that opposite foot depending on what direction they have to go into.
Yeah.
And she didn't do it. She was just stretching, and then that was it.
Service over 15, 14. Please welcome the technical officials to court number 3.
What a rally. Oh my goodness me. Ran out of patience in the end. Ratchanok Intanon. Oh, what good fighting spirit throughout that rally from Corrales.
And now when you look at her, the whole posture, composure, everything. She's not breathing.
No.
She's fit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's fit.
And I'm very surprised that the umpire has allowed Ratchanok to towel down here. And her opponent, Corrales, has sent a message, I think, to the umpire as well. Staying on court.
Staying on court, yeah.
Maybe having a word with the coach. Fernando Rivas.
15-16 is a very good score for the Spaniard.
Please welcome from Brazil,
16 all.
and he's facing from Hong Kong, China.
Ratchanok looks tired. She's gone into the lead at this crucial stage. Well, what was all that about? Did she want to... Did she call the doctor? Oh my goodness me. What on earth is going on?
I don't know if you... did you see reports prior to this tournament that she was actually hospitalised?
No, I didn't read that. Tell us more.
Oh, I hope you could help me here. She was hospitalised a week, 10 days ago for an infection, I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but she was not feeling well, and she was doubtful to participate here at the World Championship.
Oh my goodness!
So
wow.
maybe,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but
Well, let's hope that's not the case, and that. But it does seem awfully slow for any tournament referee or doctor or anybody to come to the court. It wasn't a question of
no, she was
Challenge.
just
Challenge.
it was a challenge.
Unsuccessful.
Was it?
One challenge remaining.
No,
It was a challenge.
17-16.
that wasn't even close.
No.
I couldn't believe it was a challenge.
Yeah, it was a challenge, but there was a report, and she was hospitalised, and she sent a message to people on her Facebook profile, Twitter, something like that. You know, I'm not into stuff like that. But that's what she did, and I was quite happy, surprised to see her here and playing, but because one of her, I would say, biggest problems in her game is her fitness.
Yeah. Well, there's clear signs to me that she's not physically at her best. Seems to be struggling and taking her time in between rallies. Oof. Well, that's an absolute gift for the defending champion. Well, you're entitled to make a challenge whenever you want, but that challenge, Morton, the shuttle was so far out and she was breathing very heavily. It was an opportune moment to have a bit of a timeout, really.
Maybe she used it to get a rest.
Very well taken.
Yeah, but interesting to see that Beatriz Corrales she's able to take that deception in her legs. Did you see she had the power to stop and go again, and shows really good fitness.
So 3 game point opportunities for Ratchanok Intanon. That was magnificent smash as well from Corrales.
That's out.
So second time of asking, and the defending champion Ratchanok Intanon, opening game 21-18. "21 minutes of play." Well, quite frankly, I haven't seen things that would persuade me that she's on form to retain a title.
We disregard whatever we've seen here and go back to what we discussed just earlier, that Ratchanok is a really fine mover. She's got excellent shots, but we have to admit that on the physical side, she is not the strongest. So if she's got to fight quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals, she is running out of steam. We've seen it on a number of occasions. This aside, the fact that she was hospitalized, take that aside as well. I still think if I was the coach and there's something you really have to focus on, that would be the physical fitness for the future.
So our umpire calls for the start of the second game. The defending champion, number 4 seed, Ratchanok Intanon, having taken the first very close opening game, 21-18. Yeah, that was much better than some of the rallies from the opening game as far as Ratchanok is concerned. Incidentally, Morton, she was the number 4 seed 12 months ago when she won the title. Do you believe in omens?
I think we all do somewhere along the line, you know. The favourite T-shirt, whatever.
Oh, I definitely had a favourite T-shirt.
Yeah, me too.
But never a favourite racket.
No, you couldn't afford to have a favourite racket.
No. If it breaks at a crucial stage, then psychologically you're done for.
You're done. No, you couldn't afford to have one like. You could have a favourite collar. You could have a favourite grip, but not a favourite racket.
Yeah. I only had a favourite T-shirt when I was a junior player. Yeah, landed one in. It's good placement across the body of Corrales. Oh, it's gone well wide.
4-1.
It's crunch time for Corrales here. She's got to stay with her opponent. But a shot like that, and then obviously the following shot, are not the shots she's looking for. I think she should recognize the fact that, you know, if she's watching her opponent and have studied her as well, having such a physical advantage as what she's got.
6-1.
Stay in the rallies, keep them going. Don't make unforced errors like this. Don't take chances on the first few shots, just play. And then stay with her for as long as possible. Maybe an opportunity arise from that.
Yeah.
7-1.
Because what she's doing now is obviously playing it straight into the hands of Ratchanok. She doesn't have to work hard, she just play her game, and mistakes are coming one by the next all the time.
Service over. 2-7. Service over. 8-2.
Yeah, that's a good rally.
Service over. 3-8.
Cross-court net shot from the backhand side, working a dream there for Ratchanok.
It's very nice technique. Clipping the tape here as well. It's better than her forehand cross-court shot.
Landed in. Misjudgment there from Corrales. So an 8-point advantage for the defending champion here in the second game, having already taken the first. And there is Fernando Rivas, the Spanish coach. Big high serve. She uses that a lot, does Ratchanok Intanon.
It's actually a good weapon in women's singles because they're so hard to put away when they come down horizontal, vertical. Sorry, sorry.
No, that's all right.
I was quick enough to change it.
11-3, play.
So 11-3 in the second game, having won the first. Ratchanok Intanon, the defending champion. It's a delightful angle, really is. Oh my goodness, what defence there from the Spaniard. That was absolutely delightful, wasn't it, Morten?
It was. Good shot. Very, very nice. It's an awful long way up.
Well, one thing's for certain, Corrales will never stop fighting for every single rally. Every single point, it may be a mountain to climb.
This is how I think she should play. Good shot.
Very good shot.
Don't attack until it's very necessary, and then just play her shots around like what she's doing here. She's playing very sharp, very good shots. There's no need to go for these power smashes. She can place her shots around and obviously tire her opponent out as well.
No.
Yeah, nothing you can do with that.
No.
That's really well played by Ratchanok.
Look at that spinning net shot, forcing the short left. Well, in all honesty, Morten, when you look at the body language between these two women, you probably would have said that Ratchanok is down and Corrales is winning.
Yeah, it should be opposite, but it's not.
Service over 57.
Absolutely delightful way she landed there. Ratchanok landed on her toes and almost like a ballerina. Sprang forward again. Pace of movement has been upped all of a sudden from the defending champion.
Yeah, this is a very good smash. This one here, good power. She's got the facility of playing both the straight down the line and the cross as well. So she's got good options on the round ahead situation.
There was real hesitation on the decision to play the return of serve. Wasn't sure if it was going to go long of the back line. Got away with it. Well, she's acquitted herself very well, I think, Morton, the Spaniard. Corrales, 26 in the world ranking. You would have expected her to be outclassed in some departments, but I don't think she's really been outclassed that much at all. Of course, her opponent is romping away with this second game, but that opening game I thought was tremendous.
I agree with you. The first game, she really had the chance. But she got off to a bad start in the second game here, and from there on, it was really an uphill struggle.
So, 2010. Match points for Ratchanok Intanon. First time of asking, a little yell of delight at having got through her first match. And as always, she will stand and bow and thank all four corners of the arena. 2 straight games, 21-18, 21-10. 38 minutes. And my goodness, she was pushed in that opening game. And as we were saying, all credits to the young Spaniard, Beatriz Corrales, because she never stopped fighting. And certainly in the opening game, as Morton was saying a little earlier, she had her chances, but she earned her chances. A good mover, but in the end, just too many skills and disguises from the defending champion, Ratchanok Intanon. So she will go through to round 3. And she will play either Minatsu Mitani, the number 16 seed from Japan, or Lina Kietzfeld from Denmark. And it's always nice to get a first match out of the way when you're in defence of a title, and she's done that here today. 21-18, 21-10 in 38 minutes.